Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
I wonder if only that
actually,
D20 worked.
Well, that's what I rolled for. I rolled to get him back.
All right. So.
You are a little quiet though.
These are very cheap ass headphones, and I apologize. I bought them for $10 at Best Buy, and they're worth about that much money.
Word.
Well, of course you would roll a 20 on a on something that's not worth it.
All right. So last week, you guys finished the Dwarven massacre.
Their fault, not ours.
Yep. In this case, you did not massacre anyone. Surprise, surprise. And then you found a strange woman, a strange, beautiful woman, selling shit on the side of the road. She directed you over somewhere else to someone who she thought could help Yeldar. Turns out that strange woman was in fact the patron to your warlock, who was a warlock and not a sorcerer. And you successfully succeeded in not murder hoboing the innocent person, and he did in fact help Yeldar, and now Yeldar is awake and suffering from what's Han Solo?
Carbonite famous.
Yep, carbonite poisoning.
So what? He's blind.
I don't know. You forgot that you were awake, so I'm playing it off like you were sick. So you guys have, we'll say you guys found a place to rest, and you rested through the night, and it's the next morning. I don't know how you want to proceed, Mandred, with your two characters. It's up to you.
Can we say that Kate tried to sneak away? Can she roll for it?
Yeah, she doesn't have to roll. She's sneaky enough. She fucked off.
You did roll a 20.
Yep.
Can I say she escaped with?
I was gonna have you roll 2 D100s to see how much gold she ran off with.
If I can open it up.
You know, you can just type /R D200, 2D100, right?
Yeah, but I have to remember that every time.
All right. So subtract 134 gold from you guys' treasury.
Sorry, guys.
This is all your fault.
This is what you getting turned to stone cost us, effectively.
Definitely more than that. In gold you could have earned instead of trying to get him.
We should have stole more of Yeldar's shit while he was a statue.
I don't even know if we have that much gold.
Yeah, did we check how much of his stuff turned to stone with him?
Everything that was in I think we established everything had turned to stone on him.
It's all good.
So now Yeldar doesn't have anything?
No, it turned back to normal when the turn to stone
Okay.
ended.
Okay.
We could just say that she stole it out of his pouch because he was
Sure.
sleeping. All right, easier.
Carbonite poison's a bitch.
Well,
All
then
right,
I've got
she's
several.
gone. No note, nothing.
All right. Yeldar, as you're sleeping that night, the reason you don't notice it, you're dreaming, and the dream reminds you of, you think maybe it was a vision from when you were stoned.
Giggity.
You're walking through the forest near the monastery where you grew up. The forest seems familiar, although you now seem like you're both remembering it, walking through it as a child, and you are yourself as an adult in the way of dreams. And you smell the smoke as you smelt that day. You run up and you see the ruins and the ash. You run through the burning buildings and the fallen bodies, and there's no sign to your child eyes of what may have caused the destruction. But then also in the Wave of Dreams, the scene starts to zoom out, and it seems as though you're flying. Your spirit kind of soars above, and as you stare down upon it, from above you see the emblem of the fire cult etched in ash upon the ground.
All right.
And then you wake up.
And how out of it am I still?
Give me a Constitution save.
Can he use that useless 20 that he rolled earlier?
No, that was Kate stealing shit from you.
Um,
All right, you're okay. You're still a little groggy, but you're fine.
do I remember anything from when I was sleeping, or is that all that dream it took up the entirety of my being stoned?
That's all that you can remember for the time.
Okay.
You occasionally have the sensation maybe of moving. If there's another dream I'll tell you what, if there's another dream you think in character you would have, you are welcome to write that into a backstory, but we'll make it canon.
Okay. I'm gonna have to type that up later. You know what my own version of it.
It was all a dream.
I used to read Word Up magazine.
Word Up magazine.
All right, so I wake up.
Should be nigga on the scene.
You're not muted.
Y'all are nerds.
Who's around? What do I see?
It's early dawn. You look around. The rest of your party is asleep. You realize there's an empty spot where the woman was, and then you realize your purse is missing.
I feel like I wouldn't wake anybody up. I would just sit there and meditate.
Okay, it's close. It's
Like
basically
on
it's kind of false dawn. So it's not quite light yet, but the light's coming. With rosy dawn is coming with rosy fingers.
I guess I'll probably just take a look around and see that she's not there because she's gone. I wouldn't do anything until everyone else woke up. I'd probably just. I wouldn't wake anybody up.
All right. So you guys will all wake up here in the next hour or so. The dawn starts to come. Can you guys hear me chewing on these fries, by the way? I apologize if you can.
No.
Okay.
On and off, it depends. It's all good.
All right. So the rest of you guys are all awake. Kate is gone. Yeldar is back. He seems fairly back to normal.
Sai's gonna kind of notice our missing compatriot and ask. When he wakes up, I'm assuming that it's very clear that Yeldar has been up for some time, and Sai's gonna ask Yeldar. I guess she saw her opportunity and took it.
I feel like I would only vaguely remember her from the night before, but yeah. She was gone when I woke up, and it seems some of my coin is missing.
Well, maybe she got her own ship after all.
Gothic is going to be smugly satisfied that she is not there.
Yeldar will just say, I guess you guys survived the fight with, I forget her name.
You're gonna have to specify which fight. We've had a lot since you've been out.
Oh, no.
The Gorgon?
Yeah, the Gorgon.
The Gorgon was male.
Yeah.
And it was Marlos, I believe?
It was indeed. Take inspiration for paying attention.
Sai writes notes.
Good enough.
I think I've still got inspiration, and I have no clue when I got that.
I'm surprised it's actually been a few sessions since I said something inspiration worthy, but I'll take inspiration for paying attention.
Inspirational.
I feel like Yeldar would be profusely, thanking and apologizing to Sai for healing him right before he ran into, being stoned and wasting a spell slot.
Sai's gonna kind of chuckle and shrug it off and be like, well, you take that up with Gothic because he's the one that got hit with the fireball afterwards. But
We'll just look at.
in a last-ditch effort, it was successful. I had to do some clever mathematics with the angles, but when all was said and done, he was a puddle and we were mostly better for wear.
And obviously, you guys got me unstoned, unpetrified somehow. So I thank you. I owe you guys my life.
I'm sure you would have done the same for us.
Maybe not. Maybe not. Gothic.
Probably with
Ouch, man.
not as
You would have been
many.
too happy to carry, dude.
I feel like
We are
Yoda
gonna-
wouldn't have turned any of us into a coat rack.
Hey, you don't have to mention that.
I feel like you wouldn't mention that in character. Or maybe you did.
Nah. But Sai's gonna be like, alright, so our new companion is gone. We've restored Yeldar, which was the purpose for journeying to Beliard. What's our plan from here? Since we're this close, do we want to continue into town, or...
All I know is I'm ready to get away from here. Don't want to have another run with the Archfey.
Yeah, we can certainly discuss it on the road, and Sai will start packing up his stuff on his horse. We know that one of the prisoners was apparently taken by the fire cultists, but we don't know where they're located.
You do not.
That is the struggle.
Well, we could go back to the Hippogriff Riders. Talk to them.
I was gonna break your fingers. You said you go back to the monastery.
That's our next stop. To that.
I mean, did we ever really completely clear it out?
No, not at all. There's
Yeah.
still part of the floor that we were on, and then there was stairs down where Homeskillet set off the rune.
And we could always go back to the water cultist.
Oh,
The water
Yoda
cultist
is
temple.
sharing his dream. Just very quietly. You have to listen.
Sorry, she went back to bed. She fell back asleep. So, yeah, I'd probably just share the basic premise at the mention of the fire cultist. The fact of that everything was burned, and as I zoomed out, I saw the symbol.
Well, we have a
Dick.
strange premonition of what one could only assume is the work of the fire cult. We have the air cult, though they're not, it would seem they're not openly attacking people. And then we have the happenings down there in Wamford because of the box that someone brought into town and flooded the place.
Yeldar would just say that perhaps, there's always the chance that it was just that we got unlucky to run into such a large group and so strong of fire cultists, but that he thinks they seem to be the strongest so far. And maybe we should try other avenues.
Or maybe we
Before,
just fought like shit.
Also possible.
Gothic will mutter to no one in particular.
Well, it was troublesome that they were resistant to most of my more powerful spells. That did factor in a little bit, I'm afraid. We could always take the Dasarian road through Summit Hall down to Wamford. We'd be able to stay on our horses the whole way and make quicker time. Unless y'all wanted to head back through the hills and stop at the Hippogriff Knight Tower.
Well, we did tell the Hippogriff Knight Tower, or the Hippogriff Knights, that we would be coming back that way after we got Yeldar unstoned.
Yeah, we lie to people all the time.
True.
Do you think they would take much offense if they found out we ventured elsewhere before returning?
Look, tell Jabba I'm going to pay him back.
I mean, Yeldar's fine with going towards Summit Hall. He was just...
Well, what are we going to Summit Hall for now? Thought we were going to Summit Hall for a cleric to help Yeldar.
So I was only throwing the option out there because we have rescued a large number of the folks. We have also found the sarcophagus that had the night guy in it. And if we went down to Summit Hall, we could cut over to the water temple on that side of the river. I was just throwing out possibilities instead of continuing to go back and forth between Red Larch and the fucking rock monastery.
Well, it's worth a shot.
We can always
I will
go.
be a generous DM. You guys have beat the Earth Cult.
Oh, we were never going back there.
So,
Didn't matter if we hadn't beat them.
Yeah, I had completely forgotten they even existed.
This is one of those dungeons where we beat the boss and there's still a whole bunch of trash standing around, but it's like, meh.
Disperse.
so you guys are basically at the junction there between the Larch Path and the Stone Trail. So you guys head east to Belliard. You head south to the Knights.
I mean, are the Knights our best chance of finding the fire cult, realistically?
I feel like they know the most about everything that's going on in the hills. They have the advantage of being up in the sky. And they haven't been outright hostile towards us. So we could always go back, explain that we have defeated the Earth Cult, keep it secret that we know that they're the Air Cult for now, and see if we can continue to get information and possibly resources from them in thinning out the other cults. Sai says in character.
Sounds good.
Gothic will grunt affirmatively and almost enthusiastically.
It's a plan.
Sounds like he gets to kill people, so.
All right. You guys think it'll probably take a couple days to get down through the hills, just because you're traveling through hills and it's rocky and hilly. Please go ahead and we'll go ahead and start off. And Varys, give me a d20, please.
Somebody's gonna roll fire cultist.
Look at that. I get to roll D20 and a D8. D12 and a D8, right?
Yep, d12 and d8, please. Yes, thank you very much. Well done.
There's one normal rolls.
All right. So you rolled a 5.
Oh, 2 squadrons of fire cultists.
More like rocks fall off the side of the cliffs and kill everybody.
You got a 5 on the chart. I wasn't expecting you to actually roll anything there. All right. Just a moment. Do you guys see they're actually going to get the full monster manual on here? Pretty cool.
Indeed.
Oh, Roll20 has it now?
If they're going to in about a week.
Oh, nice.
All right, everybody give me perception checks.
What a passive perception. Because I'm worried I'm going to roll worse.
I definitely rolled worse.
Ah, no, I'm good.
Apparently I'm still wondering. Apparently I'm still wondering about. Yep, I'm still wondering about what happened yesterday.
That's not good. You guys are level 7, right?
Yes.
Alrighty. Yeldar and Gothic, you're kind of up in the front, keep an eye out. Out of the corner of your eye, you seem to see some humans in rough furs with long hair seem to be stalking you.
Is this another one of those balance for level 3 fights?
Yeah, you don't know.
Okay,
Yeldar
so
will. Oops,
they're
sorry.
just stalking us. They're not actually like attacking us or anything.
All you can tell is there are some heavily armored figures that seem to be stalking you along the trail.
I feel like Yeldar would try to slyly. Well, I noticed. Do I notice that Gothic notices?
We signal each other.
Okay.
Like that.
Give me a sleight of hand roll to see if you can do it surreptitiously.
Gothic
All right.
points at the people.
Yeah, Yeldar, you get Gothic's eye. You catch Gothic's eye, and Gothic just starts pointing elaborately. And they scream and they charge, and you guys are going to need to roll me some initiative. Give me one moment.
Because I noticed them, can I cast a spell real quick?
You have a spell?
Yeah.
Sure.
Alright, I'm going to cast Shatter.
All right.
So each creature in a 10-foot radius sphere on a point up to 60 feet away from me. So hopefully I can catch most of them.
So let me show you what it looks like first. Hold on.
Okay, cool.
Did I bring you guys over here? Yeah. Okay.
We are over here. We have 2 Archimedes and no Nashas, though.
Oh, sorry. I meant to give you a Nasha.
My bad.
Nasha the Giant Owl.
Good job, wizard. Beat by an owl.
I may have splurged on the higher tier, so I actually have like tokens to choose from.
Wow, I really botched that.
That's pretty cool. Me like you.
Varys, you're the 20, I assume, right?
Yep, 20 and the 19 is Archimedes. I was going to re-roll, but I didn't want to jinx myself.
And I really love the fact all you have to do now is drag the shit off the side, and it gives you the sheet. Makes it so much easier.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait, that's the wrong sheet. Haha! Oops. Hold on.
Holding on.
First time anybody's ever rolled this in either game.
I feel like once Yeldar realized these guys don't have like any magic or anything crazy, he's just gonna be like, "Are these guys serious? Why are they attacking us?"
My other group got it at about the same level you were, got attacked by a bunch of pirates, and when they threatened them, the players literally started laughing at them in character. Then they fireballed the ship.
I like
Alright.
it.
So yeah,
It shows
you guys.
panache.
You guys see the it looks like a tribe of barbarians come charging out of the hills at you. And first one is going to charge up. Which of the wizards is going to hit? Varus, 1 or 2?
2.
You're welcome.
He's roaring in your face. He just seems to be flinging himself at you. He's got a massive great axe.
It's a mediocre axe at best.
It's not in very good shape, but it looks like it's good enough to hit. And it does, in fact, crash down upon you, and it hits you for 8 damage. Second guy is going to come over and do the same thing to Varus. Growling and gnashing of teeth. Ooh, and that's a crit for 12 damage.
And poof.
And Varus disappears, correct?
And I'm invisible.
Okay, Varus is invisible. And Varus, it is your turn. Did you step away, I assume?
Yeah.
When you attack, you reappear.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to go over here. But
That's a little far.
I think it's 60 feet I can teleport.
Oh, is it? Okay, I thought you just turned invisible. I didn't realize you were teleporting.
Yeah.
30 feet.
Oh, yeah, I apologize. Gothic, did you want to use your spell?
Oh, yeah, did I? Yeah. All right.
I forgot about it. It made me laugh.
Yeah. I can go 60 feet. But I honestly can't believe I rolled that bad.
Okay, you actually have advantage because they're raging. So the second one would
Yeah.
hit.
Oh. Okay. Well, then it does 7 plus D6. So is there any way to tell if there's something completely screwed up with this character? Because literally, I don't think I could roll any worse than that.
I mean, it's sometimes you just get dice aids, man. There's nothing much I can do about that.
I've had dice aids for 6 months now.
Actually, only thing I think of. Let's see here. I think 4 is the right proficiency for you guys at level 7, right?
No, 8, isn't it? Where it becomes 4?
Hmm?
Isn't it 8 where it's 4?
Well, right now his proficiency is up to 4, so and you guys are at 7, right?
That doesn't seem right. Proficiency should be 3 because proficiency is 2 for level 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 3 for 5, 6.
Oh no,
7.
sorry. I apologize. I was reading it backwards. The 4 is this charisma bonus.
Yeah.
3 is the proficiency.
It's
Okay.
9 when it
Yeah.
becomes 4.
So, yeah. I mean, it is what it is.
I rolled 2 nat 1s right side by side. Well, 5, 2 nat 1s, a 4, and then right after that, or I got a decent one, then a 3. Oh,
You
well.
should just get like 1 or 2 out of your system every time we start playing.
If he did that, he'd roll 20s.
Yeah, that already happened. I rolled 2 20s and a 19. And a 3, 2
So
1s.
stop wasting them, man.
Yeah, you also rolled a 20 and a 19 on your, or a 19 and an 18 on your initiative. So, I mean, it's not like you're rolling no 20s, just not in the right spots. So the guy hits you, you turn to mist and disappear, and he turns to look for you, and you hit him in the face with an arcane blast, and he roars in anger. Did you want to cast Shatter on the anybody particular, Gothic? I'll let you get a free action in there.
Just that top 3.
The top 3 or the bottom 3?
The top 3.
Okay.
I was zoomed
And
in too far.
It's a con save DC 17.
All right.
I had no idea that there were 3 guys on the bottom. So you just said that.
Nice.
So Ken, after this session, can you just make me another character sheet and I can I'll copy my stuff over and see if that has anything to do with it?
Sure.
Well, you don't roll from the sheet, though.
Yeah, you do.
I guess sometimes you do.
All right. Yep. I've 2 of them failed. Go ahead and roll the damage there. All right. And shit. I can math. All right. And Archimedes.
All right, Archimedes is going to find that attacked me, and I just hit and try and distract him.
All right. This guy is going to rage up, and he's going to swing down towards Yeldar. So he's just going to want to attack, right? Yeah. And that's a crit. Ooh. Yeldar, he hits you for 17 damage.
Youch.
And you guys are rolling like shit for your initiatives. Let's see. This guy's going to come charging up on Gothic. What's your AC, Gothic? You're at 21 now, right?
21, yeah.
All right, so his axe bounces off your shield. This guy's also going to come charging over. Retry it. Yep. Nope. Yeldar.
All right, Yeldar is going to strike the guy in front of him with his staff.
It's a hit.
And again, assuming that 9 does nothing to him.
I mean, it hurts him. Doesn't do nothing. That's a crit.
Uh, 14, 21.
21. Wow.
Still up on 30. I'm assuming
Still up.
30.
He's still up. He's starting to wobble a bit, but he wasn't looking terribly bright anyways. It's a hit. Jesus, almost another crit.
And that's it.
All right.
Jesus, these dudes have a lot of health.
Yes, but their AC is only 13, and they're berserkers, so you have advantage on them all the time.
That's true.
Nazca.
She's going to swoop over and start attacking, and by that I mean help, the northwest-ish one.
Is that double advantage, or what does that do?
It's just still disadvantage.
Yeah, but it's a bird. It doesn't know any better.
All right, Sai.
I'm gonna cast command at 2nd level. Actually, no, it wouldn't matter because they already have advantage. Disregard. I'm gonna cast what's it called? Sacred Flame on the guy directly in front of me, the one that hit me.
All right.
I guess berserkers probably have way high dexterity. Meh.
Yeah, you did +1. You still failed.
13 radiant damage.
Not bad.
Is
His eyes-
this guy
his eyes-
in melee range of me, the one that came up and swung at Varys?
Not yet.
Okay, then I move here.
All right. So the guy you hold your holy symbol up in front of this guy. His eyes light up like a Christmas tree, and while he's distracted, you step behind him.
And I end my turn.
All right. Final dude's gonna go. He's also gonna charge over, and he is going to swing at Gothic.
They are enjoying that.
But you look like the biggest threat. Jesus, that's 3 crits for me this round. I love it. That's 8 damage for you, Gothic.
Actually, Ken, can you switch? Can you give him your character sheet? And can Varys give you his?
I'm going to attack the top one of the 3.
All right. He's not the one that hit you, though.
Oh yeah, actually, only one of them did hit me.
Yep.
I'm going to attack the one that hit me of the 3.
All right, that's the bottom one.
With this.
All right, let's see here. 16, 20, 30. Jesus. Uh, 16, 20, 30, 41. Jesus. All right. They start to wobble. He's not down yet, though.
That is a tragedy.
You guys gonna keep. This guy doesn't like being hit by Sai, so he's going to whack back at him. All right. That's another hit. Sai, 9 damage. This dude's gonna see Gothic just laying waste to people. Actually, no. The Gothic's got 3 items. He's gonna run over and try to help Yeldar. He's not worried about the lightly armored fellow there. That's a crit fail. Varys, I just took your 1. Actually, I rolled a 1 and a 2 on that roll.
Oh, Varys can do better than that.
Yeah, just give me a little bit. All right, which one was the one that attacked me?
The one that
That-
Archimedes is right next to.
Yeah.
Okay, I just moved it to this one. Okay. Does Archimedes get an attack of opportunity? Just kidding. I'm gonna fire off a couple Eldritch Blasts at him.
All right, with advantage, those both hit.
Okay. All right. So, wow,
That's pretty good.
it's 28.
That's good. 40.
And that's all I can do.
All right. That's 14. All right, and Archimedes' turn.
Archimedes is going to keep on distracting this guy, or trying to at least.
All right. He's already pretty distracted because of the whole berserking thing. This guy's going to hit Yeldar back again. Yeldar, 12 damage.
All right.
You just woke up, too. Nope. One finally pierces your defenses, Gothic, and hits you for 9 damage.
One of them hit me last time.
That's true. It was this time this time the northernmost one hit you.
Okay.
All right, and Yeldar, you're up.
All right. Yeldar is going to realize that Varys is invisible. And
Varys is no longer invisible.
I'm not invisible. I was just
He just
for a
moved.
split second.
I have to be zoomed all the way out. The the window is too small. Right, there we go. Yellow's going to swing at the guy in front of him. The one that he attacked the first time and miss.
Yep.
And he will swing at him again.
That's a hit.
And he'll use stunning. No, he won't. He'll just attack.
All right. Still up, but his eyes are starting to cross, and there's blood pouring out of his face.
All right, I'm going to use a key point because I'm not taking any chances with this guy.
All right.
Flurry of
That's a hit.
blows.
Well, the first one's going to be enough to kill him. Yeah. So he's dead now.
And I'll use the other one on the guy. Oh, no, I can't use two. On two separate guys, I don't think.
I don't see why you couldn't.
All right.
I don't think it says anything about you having to use it on the same target. Even if it does, I don't care. You can use it somewhere else.
Thank you.
I'm not going to remember a rule as piddly as that. If you want to unarmed strike someone and use a key, if you want to use your shit to use a single unarmed strike on someone, feel free to do that all day long.
No, that's all right. Thank you, though. And you see the guy that explodes into a million pieces because Yeldar is that strong. The key flows out of him and into Yeldar.
All right, Nazca.
Same song, second verse.
All right, and Sai.
Sai is fighting kind of defensively with his shield up, but he is going to attempt to mutter a few words of a spell and shoot a firebolt into this gentleman in front of me. Advantage and disadvantage cancel out, so 15.
All right, 15 still hits.
So 15.
All right. Yes, like that. This guy's gonna go whack at Gothic again, roaring in his face, looking up at him. And he's gonna smack you in the face with his axe, Gothic, for 12 damage. The guy below you has hit you twice now.
Okay, so Gothic is freaking furious. And he screams back at the dude and then hits him twice as viciously as possible.
Yep, that's 2 hits. So, all right. Yep, first one didn't kill him, so you've got to use both his attacks to kill him.
Okay, well, he is now dead.
All right. So, Yeldar, you got your back to you, but you just hear a wet thunking sound. Sai, as you're looking over this wall of barbarians, you see Gothic's standing above, just blood flying everywhere as he pounds this guy into mud.
Jesus.
All right, and back to this guy. This guy's going to turn around. He's going to whack it. He's not very fond of mages. But this time he's unable. What's your AC? Sai, it's 17, right?
17, sir.
All right. He's so thrown by watching his brother get destroyed that he is unable to hit you this time. Yeldar, this guy's going to come back for you. What's your AC?
19.
All right, that does hit 7 damage. Varys.
I'm gonna keep on attacking this guy that hit me the first time.
All right. That is both hits. 13, and that's going to hit him in the throat. So he's going to be whacking at... Yep, you didn't even need it. He's whacking at Yeldar. His axe catches him once more across the thigh, and then your bolts catch him in the throat, and he goes down.
All right.
All right, Archimedes.
Because he looks like he needs it. Oh, sorry, I cut myself off apparently. Archimedes is going to go over here and help out Sai because he looks like he needs it.
All right. And then we got 2 guys still on Gothic. They roar in anger. Also in kind of, they're kind of impressed too, but also in anger. One of them is able to pierce your defenses for 10 damage.
Jesus Christ. They're missing his 17, but hitting me through 21. Come on, people.
They've hit him 3 times.
It's true.
They have advantage.
That was my 4th time hitting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
on 3 guys swinging at you through 3 rounds.
Shush. No need for your logic here.
Get the fuck out of here with your logic and facts.
These guys are offensive machines. They go down easy, but they hit hard.
Just like
Yeldar.
my ex.
Yeldar is.
Well done.
How does the guy by Sai look?
Size guy. I mean, he's still up. He looks like he's been singed a bit. His hair is kind of standing on edge. He's got some smoke coming off, and looks like Sai might have burned him a bit.
Yeldar's gonna run over and like
His ears are bleeding.
double jump kick.
Oh, yep, ears are bleeding from the shatter. Yep. All right. Lots of crits in this fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's 2 hits. I'm gonna have to figure out some way of changing the crit rules in these sheets so we can have like I like the crit rule where it's 1 die is max damage plus another die roll, so you're guaranteed at least 2 max plus 1. But 20, all right. He's still up, but he looks back almost in shock at you and snarls in your face.
I'll swing my Spidey staff at him.
All right, that's a hit, and he goes down.
Alright. I'll take that guy's fucking key. And then I'm going to run over at this guy and swing my Spidey staff once at the guy, the closest.
Yep, that does hit. This guy still seems fresh, so you hit him hard, but he's still focused on Gothic. He saw what Gothic's able of doing.
I don't even phase this guy, is what you're telling me.
I mean, he's raging, so I mean he feels it, but he doesn't care because he sees a bigger, badder berserker in front of him. Sai. It's a good spot for a fireball, don't you think?
Oh yes. As Yeldar runs over and obliterates the guy in front of me, so I kind of will give the like mid-combat thanks guy head nod. Yeldar will turn and dash off. Sai will reposition himself and fling a fire bolt down there at that northmost guy
All right.
for 11.
Hit. Okay. All right. Gothic.
Alright, so the northmost guy is also the other guy that hurt Gothic, so he's going to
Yes.
attack him.
All right, with advantage, both of those hit. $21 and 12 is 21, 31,
33.
33.
Yeah.
All right. He's still up, but not by much. Varys.
Well, let's see if I can take him down. I'm gonna move my hex to this guy and hit him with a couple of just blasts
All right. Both of those are hits.
and roll more ones. All right, so 20 damage.
20 damage.
There you go.
All right. Yep. Takes him in the back, and Gothic spins around, and you take him in the back, and he falls over on top of Yeldar. Yeldar, give me a dex save. No. And Archimedes.
At this point, he sees there's only one guy, so he's going to fly back over here to me. And that's his turn.
I was kidding, Yeldar. All right, final Berserker's going to get to go. He is going to... let's see. Gothic's still the one doing all the damage. He's going to swing at Gothic. And Jesus, that's a third crit on Gothic. He rolled a 19 and a 20 there. That's
Damn it.
23 damage, Gothic.
What the fuck? I'm actually getting fucked up in this fight.
I have about a third of my HP right now.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at.
Half.
All right, Yeldar.
Yeldar is going to throw everything he has at this guy. He's
I
gonna
will be
double-
honest, I beefed up this fight a little bit from the book because of the book one was way too weak for you, but it's not. I knew it wouldn't kill you or anything.
And because we were talking so much shit
You
when
were
they first
talking
rolled off.
you were talking a lot of shit.
I'm going to double punch this guy and then hit him twice with my Spidey Staff. If the first one doesn't kill him, he's going to use Stunning Strike on the second one.
All right. Yes, he's not dead. So let's see here.
14, 8, 22, 14, 36.
926. I always forget the tokens have the ability where you just type in minus the number and it does the math for you. And Stunning Strike. Nope, he is stunned. Nazca.
She'll scoot forward.
She should attack him.
She's an owl, she can't attack him.
Sai's going to attempt to kill still.
For just a moment, I thought this had Fireball, and I was like, yes! But no. You successfully hit him for quite a lot of damage, but he's still up. He's wobbling, but he's still up. Gothic. I want you to give me just the first attack first.
Okay.
Okay, that is enough to kill him. However, the blood is roaring in your ears. Now, you know the effect that you're under. I'm going to give you a choice. It can either be a wisdom save to see if you're, if you can overcome it with your, with your mind, or you can be charisma save to see if you can overcome it with your force of personality.
Now we're going to do a wisdom save.
Badass.
All right. DC 13 Wiz save.
Alright, here we go.
I'll tell you what, this is another minor fight. A DC 10 Wiz save.
Alright.
Yeldar, you see him turn. You see Gothic turn towards you with fire in his eyes before he finally lowers his pickaxe.
How long does he stare in my eyes?
Oh, you know I'm staring at you, baby. No, I mean, several seconds. A good, nice, hard stare.
Yeldar's going to look back at Sai and see if he caught what Yeldar just caught.
The bromance. I'll give you a perception.
Yep, you can. Yep. Gothic seemed to kind of lose control there for a second.
Out of character, remind me, has this happened while I was in the game before? You said Gothic knows the effect he's under.
No.
You can give me insight check if you like. We'll say.
$14.
He seemed to have been shorter of temper more recently than you remember.
Mm-hmm. Sai will return the Yeldar glance like, well, that was disheartening.
Should I also give an insight check to see if I know what was going on?
Yeah, if you like. Oh yeah. You just woke up from being on stone, but Gothic never previously tried to hit you with his weapon.
Which, to be fair, I didn't actually do.
But you thought about it.
Out of curiosity,
yes.
Gothic, we rolled damage on that last attack.
Yeah.
All right, so it hit you for 14 damage. How do you hit?
What does Sai know about whether there's barbarian tribes in these hills?
Give me a history check if you like. Yeah, there are barbarians all around the north here. Usually they're more in the hills to the south, or further up into the cold wastelands north of Neverwinter. But they have been known to kind of prowl around these hills and take caravans and the like.
Interesting.
Yelder's gonna say that he needs to rest.
So I was gonna kind of look over the bodies. I want to see if this looks like do they have enough gear and stuff that they were self-sufficient? Well, I guess they're barbarians. They could probably live off the land, so it would make sense.
They do seem a little. They do seem a little haggard, maybe. A little ragged, even for barbarian standards. Seems like they may have been pushed a little further than normal.
Mm-hmm.
But they were still in good shape. I mean, they still hit hard.
I noticed.
Yep.
Well, gentlemen, that was certainly a way to get the morning off right. I might need to sit down and take a breather after that. And Sai will kind of point out to a spot on his armor where the axe had taken a nice chink out of it.
It's racist.
You can have inspiration for that.
Quick question. Elven chain or the elven chainmail. Does that mean I can wear that under clothes, right?
Sure.
Okay. Well,
You're basically half elf, Bilbo.
okay. So I just look like a guy running around with bodyguards in in plate mail while I'm wearing normal clothes. Awesome. So
well, the monk's like half naked, isn't he?
You're wearing whatever you feel like wearing.
Gothic, why don't you hold on to Archimedes for a while? You look like you could use something to calm you down a little bit.
Let's give the pissed off barbarian a cat.
I mean, worst comes to worst, I kill it and it gets revived, right?
I would not suggest doing that. If you like not smelling like cat piss.
Seeing him be somewhat comforted by Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yep.
We're gonna get.
Yelder asks where his dog is and feels like the worst pet owner ever.
Yeah, your dog.
About that, we got hungry one night, and
She runs out from behind a bush.
Yeah, what did we?
I think you guys left.
I remember we specifically talked about the dog, but I
Yeah.
don't remember what that conversation was.
So you guys tell me that he's
I believe Gothic was taking care of it.
Oh,
I was.
Yellow gets
Gothic's pretty
really
stupid.
scared.
You should definitely be scared for more than one reason.
Can we assume a
Um,
short rest?
If you like. Maybe I'll make you roll something.
Well, could we take a short rest while we're going down the road on our horses?
You can't, but I'll let you take a short rest and then continue on your way. So if you like to
Okay.
take a short rest, feel free.
Yeah, probably be best. I know Gothic and Yeldar took some damage in Psy. I took a little bit too.
Just curious. How deadly would that encounter be? Oh, it'd be really deadly. Okay.
So while we take a short rest, I will search the bodies.
All right. They don't seem to have much on them. Going through them. Give me a investigation roll. All right. You do find a couple pouches. They have a total of about 35 gold on them, and one of them has a pretty thick gold necklace. It actually has a holy symbol on it. You don't have to give me a religion check. You can just kind of tell that is a. It's got a holy symbol of Maleki on it.
Forget how to spell Maleki.
Is that something that barbarians would worship, or does this look like something they took off somebody else?
Maleki
could be a
is
little-
the god of the forest kind of stuff.
Yeah, kind of the god of forest and hunters and that sort of thing. So it's very much in the spirit of something that barbarians wear. Does not mean he didn't steal it from somebody else, but is not out of place on a barbarian.
Okay, well, into the loop pouch, I guess.
Alrighty. We will continue onwards.
I'm just gonna have Archimedes continue to sit with Gothic.
All right.
Gothic's
And being
got
a
his
good
own
cat.
therapy animal.
Yeah, being a good cat, not a normal cat.
And now Yeldar rolls a random encounter.
It was Yeldar's turn. It is Yeldar's turn. So Yeldar, D20, please. All right. Gothic continues to kind of stare stoically ahead as the cat sits on his shoulder and kind of needs him and bumps heads with him. The day is warm and the sun is hot. And Gothic, please give me a D20. All right. Yep. How do you feel about the cat sitting there on your shoulder?
He's not sure how he feels about it, but he, for some reason, finds it impossible to be angry at this small furry shape.
All right. So every now and then you go to reach up and pet it, then it kind of annoys you and put your hand down. You can't make up your mind whether or not you enjoy it or not.
No, but he wants to be angry, but he's having a lot of trouble being angry at the furry cat.
Right. As you guys are during this shift, you guys are going past the path up to the Dwarven Enclave. It appears to have been kind of barricaded by the dwarves inside.
Mm-hmm.
One last check there. Sai.
Sorry,
Alright.
it said unrecognized command for some reason.
No worries. So you guys goes as the sun starts to set across the hills. You've come this way before. You know you're probably about a day's ride out from the tower, and you can choose to continue and push on if you like, or you think you might be able to find a place to make camp somewhere along this path. You are currently about right. About right there.
Well, Sai's good with setting up camp for the night, and we'll, start the fire process and food.
Sounds good to me. I'm going to start looking through my my tome again, seeing if I notice anything new in it. And with that, as the revelation I had the other day.
All right. You mean in the book itself?
Yeah, just seeing if there was anything in there that I hadn't noticed before. Probably nothing, but
you know what? You can take. You can find any ritual you could like under the second level, and it has been magically added to your book. Second level or under.
let me look.
And there's a little note next to it that says, "Next time you'll do better." Written in
With a
silver.
smiley face.
Yep. A winky smiley face.
Oh, that makes it
Oh,
serious.
hello.
I
Gothic
don't know
is
how I
going to
feel
go
about
cut
this.
down a tree. Not like a big tree, but like a small, medium-sized tree.
I'm sorry. What are you doing to this tree?
Cutting it down.
Okay.
Yeah, not for any particular purpose, but mainly just to cut down a tree.
All right. So you guys see Gothic get his old axe out, and he goes over to a decent-sized tree. No real reason, just seems to start beating the shit out of it.
Sai's gonna look at Varys and go, apparently when he can't work on his armor, he's gotta take the fucking stress out some way.
Well, as long as it's not on us. Maybe we can use this as firewood.
I mean, there's a hell of a lot more wood than you need for one night, so you can leave a little stack of firewood for other travelers if you wanted to.
That's gotta be worth some XP, right?
That tree was a deadly encounter.
I feel like Gildar is gonna whisper to Sai and Varys some sort of monkey shit, like not monkey, like not like an animal, but you know, like
Yes.
monkish type thing that you can only let the fire burn for so long, and nod towards Gothic.
Yeah, I'm not turning this into firewood, by the way. As soon as I call timber and the thing falls down and is dead, I am done with the tree and I go to bed. Just so that's clear.
A candle that burns twice as bright burns half as long.
All right. Are you guys setting up watches? You guys doing the tiny hut thing?
We can tiny hut, I guess. No reason not
I'm gonna
to.
be doing. Yeah, I'm gonna be doing the tiny hut.
Yeah, the
Yellow will
tiny
take,
hut thing's the jam.
Yellow will take first watch.
All right.
Sai will
Well, if
take
you're gonna
the
do
last watch, but
If you guys are in the hut, you don't really have to take watch. You'll be safe inside the hut.
you say this
So the night-
now.
So you can take your rest and the rest of the night and get all your shit back. I need to grab a glass
Isn't
of
it
water in a
only
second.
half of your hit dice?
You get back up to half of your hit dice, yes.
Those
Now
are down, up or down.
Everything rounds down unless otherwise stated.
Okay.
Now it's half your total hit dice. So if you have 7 hit dice and you
Yeah, I
use
had
3 of
0.
them,
So.
okay. Yes, up to half your hit dice.
When that one guy snuck attacked me and took me down to like 4 health.
Oh yeah, that was good. You've long rested since then several times. You get all your hit points back on a long. Oh, but you used them that day and you haven't gotten. I see what you mean. Okay.
Yeah, I've been
Target-
using them
target-
like
target.
consistently since.
Man, it sucks being a tank, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's tough, man. I live a tough life. I also do the most damage, so I'm really not sure where the contribution comes in.
To be fair, we do have a pretty armored party, though. Like, to have the monk with the high defenses, our healer, air quotes, has a 17 AC, and you normally... I mean, our wizard has 17 AC, so...
And I'm just over here with my 16 AC.
Still, that's a fair amount for a caster.
And I think as an elf, do you have proficiency with medium armor or no?
No.
Okay, for half elf.
Oh,
rather.
I can use the Sylvan Chainmail, but
Just trying to. There's stuff afoot. There's always options. Like I told you after the game last week. Have you done what I thought you did? And someone provoked a fight with that crazy hermit. There was some nice stuff in there. There's also some really dangerous stuff in there. But
true.
you guys managed to duck around all of it.
To kill the hermit or not to kill the...
Yeah. Inside of the room where his potions were, he had there were 4 traps in there. B, all of the potions were labeled with poison, so you wouldn't know which one was which if you didn't know what they were.
Could always get somebody to test it for us.
Could always give them out. Oh,
I mean,
air cultists, we're so grateful for your help. Here, take all these potions we found.
Just relabel them all a health potion.
And all of a sudden, it gives them they like grow 100 feet tall
Potion of
and
giant
smash you to
strength.
death.
Some of them die, some of them...
All right.
I would like the record to show that trip up to the bridge is the farthest that Sai has got to go since he joined this campaign. If you draw a triangle from Red Larch to the Vale to the Water Temple, that's all I've got to do so far. And the Vale was only 2 sessions ago, so it was literally a straight line from Red Larch to the fucking monastery.
Anyway, you were in the Water Temple for a little bit.
It's right next to it.
Yeah. Now, and to be fair, it's only because you guys kept choosing to go back to the same place over and over again. They kept kicking your ass.
No, we were slowly kicking their ass.
We wore them down in pieces. All right.
There's the same number of us, and there's way less of them now.
This is true. All right. So you guys have a new morning that comes around. Oh, I still need something to drink. I'll be right back, guys. I'm sorry. Get some ice water.
All right.
All right,
I'm
I'll
also
grab a
going to get something really quick.
Sorry about that, ladies. Hello?
I think everybody else kind of stepped away too.
Oh, okay.
I'm here.
All right, I'm back.
All right. Is that Sai? Are you back? Okay. Still waiting on Sai. Do you guys hear me? Okay.
Yep.
Not bad. Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we hear you.
I really wish Roll20 would give us folders for maps, so it'd be easier to organize. Like I've got like 30 fucking maps I gotta keep rolling between. I don't know which one you guys are gonna go to. Makes it kind of complicated
Sai
sometimes.
is back.
All right, welcome back, Sai.
Well, we don't know which one we're going to either. So
Yeah, that's what
Keep
makes
it
it
tough.
difficult. That's what it's difficult to know which ones to prepare to have open.
We just fly around by the seat of our pants.
Caution to the wind.
All right. So you guys are back up and have breakfast, and you're back up on the road. Varys, I need a D20 from you, please.
all right, 12.
All right. Morning comes quite quickly. The wind is blowing quite hard as you come down out of the hills. Grit and dust blow through the air. Varys, D20, please.
Again?
I'm sorry, not Varys. Yeldar, rather. I apologize. Oh, if I can read. Reading is good. Yeldar, give me a D8 and D12, please.
Super.
All right. 18.
Fucking Godzilla turns a corner.
Think
No,
about
no,
how
there's
much
no-
XP
there's no-
is worth.
There's no Godzilla in this game. There's only the Tarrasque.
I don't even want to know what that is.
It's
It's
worse
basically
than Godzilla.
Godzilla.
It's worse, much worse.
It's the highest level creature in the game. It's a DC 30.
Those nerds in Acquisitions Incorporated can do it, so can we. Though to be fair,
Tarrasque.
they had a giant Power Rangers robot, so
That's probably my favorite one of the other episodes.
green flame.
Yeldar, give me a D4, please.
So there's only two Tarrasques.
The Tarrasque only has 2 legs.
Roll me another D4. Alrighty. I didn't even plan this. It works out so well. You guys are heading down the road. The wind that was blowing this morning picks up even more. And out of the dust and the whirlwinds show two forms start straggling towards you, and we need initiative, please.
I rolled above a 10 for my initiative this time.
All right, fingers crossed for me then. All right.
Well, I beat the owl this time.
You gotta remember to have you guys put yourselves in traveling order before I bring down the monsters.
I always assumed it was Gothic and or Yeldar up front, and then Varys and Sai in the rear.
Yeah, but I just dropped the monsters down. I'm not gonna make you rearrange and put the casters in more danger. No, go back to the way you were. It's fine. It's my fault for not doing it right.
Oh, sure.
And Archimedes, you're up.
Further away from the monsters.
Gothic is right where he needs to be.
Archimedes.
Archimedes is going to glance down at Gothic and fly over to the nearest, whatever this thing is, and try and distract it.
Okay. Gothic, at the sight of these air creatures, you start seeing red.
Good. I'm going to lunge at this one. And I'm going to hit it.
Yes, you are.
And then I'm going to use a superiority die to do a fainting attack. Which means I do this.
Nope.
Yeah, but I get to add this.
Oh.
Damn it. That still sucked.
Nope.
Okay. Wow, that really puts like a downer on all the rest of the things I was going to try to do. Wow. All right. Next.
All right. So Gothic, you swing your pick. It digs in the first time, and then it kind of the form swirls around you, and you are unable to make contact the second time. Yeldar.
I feel like Yeldar is gonna look at Sai before he does anything and just give him the meet the parents. He's gonna point to his eyes and point to Gothic. Kind of like two fingers towards his eyes and point to Gothic, like giving him a symbol, like watch. Yeah, like watch him. And he's gonna run down to the elemental to the south and swing his Spidey staff.
Just the records show that Sai responds with the high elfiest of high elf eye rolls.
And I'm gonna use Stunning Strike on the second one.
All right.
For a very shitty roll. And then Flurry of Blows. Well, regardless of if the Stunning Strike is
Right.
effective.
That was a hit regardless. All right, so let's see here.
23, I think.
What's your save?
Oh, he beats it. I think it's either 14 or 15.
Okay.
Or 13 or
6,
14, rather.
12, 18, 20, 29 damage. All right. Varys.
Varys is going to look behind him real quick, make sure there's nothing else coming. He's going to back up a bit, and he's going to fire at this one that Yeldar is attacking.
All right.
After casting Hex.
All right. Both hit. So 18,
Whoa.
19, 29. Pretty good. All right. Hey, yes, they get to go and see. Yes, you did that.
Sorry. I thought it said the spell save. I mean the yeah. It doesn't.
I believe it's 8 plus your proficiency plus your whiz.
Yeah, so 13. Sorry.
13?
No,
So check the book and see if that's
14.
14. Okay. 14 sounds more like it. Should be. I would expect 14 or 15. Both these guys are gonna start spinning in a whirlwind. So I need both Yeldar, Gothic, and Archimedes to give me strength saves. DC is 13.
Wow.
All right. With Gothic and Yeldar, you manage to hold your spot. All you guys hear, though, is a meow as the cat gets flung through the air. Roll me a d12, please, Varys, for the cat.
And the cat lives.
Oh, no, that's not the damage. That's what direction it gets flung in. So 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock,
3 o'clock, 4.
3 o'clock, 4 o'clock.
5
All right, so it gets
6
flung
o'clock.
20 feet over in this direction, landing on the ground in a heap. It's going to take 4. It takes 4 damage. In its prone.
Thank goodness.
You're so lucky. Nasha has 1 hit point.
Archimedes is 5.
He looks beat up. He's like he almost looks more upset. He almost looks like he wishes he had died. Oh, but the other two also take the damage, so I take half damage. So
What type of damage is it?
it's bludgeoning. But hold on, I'm going to roll you guys' damage individually.
Wow.
If the saving throw is successful, takes half the bludgeoning damage. It isn't flung away or prone.
4 wasn't enough, huh?
Well, no, it's just that you guys only take 1d6 because you're just kind of being pummeled by dust and the like.
Yeah, I was going to cut it in half to 2, and then because it's bludgeoning, reduce it by 3, and then give myself plus 1 hit point. You know.
Right.
You
Exactly.
didn't roll
It's not the way
double
that
ones.
So first one, this is for Gothic. Gothic, you take 1. And Yeldar, you take 1 as well.
8 and 9.
You got some dust in your eyes, guys. It really hurts.
No, my armor. I'm so good at wearing armor. I sealed it properly, apparently.
Okay,
Thank
you
you,
still
damage
you take a minimum of 1 damage all the time.
Do I?
Even with reductions, you always take a minimum of 1. Sai, is your turn.
I cast Bless on everyone excepting myself.
That's a D4 to attack and saves, right?
And I step back.
Alrighty. Nazca.
She stays here.
Alright. Archimedes.
It's going to limp back to me and collapse in a heap behind me.
Alright. Gothic.
Archimedes 13 does not want to die.
I'm going to attack the spirit above me.
Alright. Those are both hits. $16, 27.
And then I'll use second wind. And attack him again.
Okay, so you don't mean second wind, you mean action surge.
Yes, I always do that.
So yes, those both hits again. $26, 34. Alright. Yeldar.
Yeldar's just gonna poke at the airy mass in front of him with his spiky staff.
Okay, both those are hits.
And then punch the air.
Hit again. Because it's magic. 10, 19, 25. Alright. Varys, they're both starting to look even more discorporeal than usual.
I'm gonna hold out my hand and take a couple more shots at this guy.
Alright. Second one's a hit.
D4.
He's blessed.
Oh yeah, actually D4. Yep, absolutely right.
Not that it matters.
That's still short.
Guy.
Is it really surprising? That's 13 damage.
Not even
13
my
damage.
gods can make Varys roll high.
That's more than enough to kill him. Yeldar, you see him take a blast to his airy chest, and he just kind of dissipates, blows away on the breeze.
And
Like a fart in the wind.
at the end of my turn, I'm going to check on Archimedes and notice that he's still alive, much to my surprise.
All right. Yep. Yeah, he's just laying there purring and kind of grooming himself. It's all scratched up. I guess you do 2 of those. First one's a miss. The second one's also a miss. So they're trying. This guy's pummeling you, but he's weakened Gothic, and he is.
Wait, he weakened me, or he is weakened?
He's weakened. So
Okay.
the air is almost incorporeal and has no effect. Sigh.
I cast Firebolt.
That is a hit. And that is just enough to kill him. So he just goes up and kind of a
Oh, you
smoke.
bastard.
Every time I cast Bless, like, combat ends super quick. I'm like, oh, these guys, there's only 2 of them. It should be a relatively hard fight. They must be, we need that extra oomph to hit them. Nope.
I needed that extra hump to hit him.
Well, you wasted it.
Didn't know.
You hit 3 out of your 4 attacks.
This time.
Yeah, but he literally rolled the only number on a d4 that would not let him hit that last attack.
The 25% chance is not that bad. Odds. Anyways, you guys have completed that little fight, and you're now down kind of out of the hills. So at
Archimedes
this point,
is going to go to sleep on my horse and hopefully regain his 5 HP.
Yeldar's going to take a look at Gothic and see if he's staring at him with any malice.
there's nothing. You're not. Nothing's enforced upon you, Gothic. You didn't have any killing blows. You didn't get take any damage.
He did have a kill stole from him.
He did.
I'm a little angry about that, but I'm not staring at you with any malice. I'm not staring at anyone in particular. I just kind of have like a blank 1,000-yard stare going on.
I'm gonna need you to convert 1,000-yard square into the stare into the appropriate number of squares.
See. No.
not mathing right now.
Was that about 600 squares?
1,000 yards? No, it'd be 100 squares.
1,000 yards, 3,000 feet, divided by 5.
Oh yeah, I guess I was doing like 1,000. Yeah, I was doing 1,000 foot square.
Sai went to school.
Yeah, I was going to Indiana. Leave me alone.
Remember how I'm from Alabama, and Alabama is consistently last in the nation?
I didn't realize you were
Wait.
from Alabama.
You're from Alabama?
Yeah.
What part of Alabama?
I moved around a little bit, but kind of near Talladega to start with, and then kind of near Anniston, Oxford to end.
Huh, I live up near Huntsville.
I thought I had mentioned it before, but
I don't remember that. But yeah, I live in Alabama too. How's that for strange?
I'm not there now, of course, but
Oh,
I was there March of last year.
And then you got the fuck out again.
Don't blame you.
I had to go back for family stuff. Huntsville's not bad. There's a giant pile of space-related paraphernalia up there.
Yeah, it's growing, but it's still Alabama.
I would take Huntsville over the town that I'm in right now. Even though it's in Alabama and this is the clearly superior California if you ask any Californians.
Best thing about California is the fact that it's always sunny and 70. Well, actually, where you are, it's always sunny and 100, so that's kind of miserable.
Where I'm at, no. It's actually been really cold lately, but like none of the buildings on base actually have AC installed because the average temperature never goes over about 78.
Oh, are you on the ocean side of the mountains?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. If you go over the mountains to the inland valleys up by where you are, it's
I know.
never.
If you get anywhere near Edwards, it's just why? Why did people decide that this was a cool place to settle?
Here it'll be.
And they think that because it's never cool. In fact, you usually melt. All right. So yeah, you guys are done with that fight. You are down at the base of the hills. You have two directions you can go. That'd be logical for your path.
Hippogriff Tower?
I guess so. I think that's why we came out this way.
All right. So you guys head on up back to the tower. As you start approaching, you see some forms flying in the air high above. A couple of them are circling. A few of them are flying to and fro. You reach the tower that has the drawbridge down and the gate shut. What the fuck is that noise?
Wasn't it that way before? We had to talk to the woman in the gatehouse.
It was indeed. It's late afternoon at this point, by the way.
I don't remember her name, but if no one else calls out, Sai will call out. Greetings.
Does anybody remember her name for the sake of inspiration?
I've got it written down somewhere, but I don't know where my notes went.
Started with an S.
It did in fact start with an S. Her name is Stavra.
Shevra.
Hey.
I said it at the same time. Half inspiration?
Go ahead and take inspiration.
No, I know. I just said it really quickly after I saw it. I can't take that.
Okay. I thought you found it in your notes, right? As I was saying.
What?
No.
Now you gotta
Half
give him
inspiration rounded down.
inspiration for being truthful.
Yep. No, I'm not that generous.
Oh my god.
All right. Actually, as you guys approach, there is a beautiful elven man riding up on a horse as well. And he greets you and says, "Ho, travelers! My name is Windharrow. I'm a traveling minstrel in these parts. Tell me, what brings you to this wonderful tower?"
It's just our luck that we meet a bard.
I'm just going to stare at him angrily, very disapprovingly.
At a quick glance before I answer, does this guy have kind of any insignia? Like, does he have a troop symbol? Does he appear to be like a one-man kind of deal?
Just looks like a one dude. Doesn't seem to have a troop. Doesn't seem to have any sort of alignment. He's wearing a bit more finery than you'd probably expect in a traveling bard, but bards are often quite floppy, so it's not terribly surprising.
Does somebody else want to do the talking?
With my rolls, I'm not sure. I'm not sure I should.
All right. Well, Sai will be like, he'll give kind of a courteous greeting as well, and be like, "We're travelers on the road, same as you, I imagine, and we decided to stop by and pay the. They had a name, the Knights of whatever.
Feathergale Knights.
Yeah.
Yep, Feathergale Knights. Yep.
To stop in to the Feathergale Knights.
Oh, wonderful. I am actually good friends with the Lord Commander, Lord Maraska. I will get you entrance as quickly as I possibly can. He kind of does a cool little flip over the horse pommel. And let's see how good he does. Yeah, he's quite flashy. Lands on his feet, just kind of strolls. He has a kick off the horse and lands in front of on the drawbridge and walks forward. Just kind of does a fancy rat-a-tat-tat. The door, the slidey thingy in front of the door opens, and Savra goes, "Ah, Windharrow, so wonderful to see you." And he replies, "Yes, and I bring guests with you. Some apparently mighty travelers have come to pay their respects." And the door opens for you.
I will dismount and head inside.
All right.
Is there a place to put our mounts?
Yeah.
Yeah. There are stables below it. There are handlers there who can take the horses down for you.
Okay, then. I'm going to hand off my horse and walk in.
All right.
And I'm going to dismiss Archimedes for now. To his other plane.
I forget what the yellow square was for.
I don't remember.
It was for marking something so we would not forget.
Good job. Yep. So as you walk in, Savra will greet you, and be like, "Well met, friends. It's been several days. It's been weeks since we've seen you last. A few scouts have said they have seen you traveling, but we have been eagerly awaiting news of the occurrences at that monastery."
It certainly took longer than we expected, but we did try to pass along news of our progress anytime we came upon one of your patrols.
Yes, we've all been very impressed with the progress you've made. I've sent a runner up to Lord Maraska. If you like, I can have the same chambers set aside for you until it is time to meet. And I'm sure he'll want to meet you in the hall.
You said it was
That'd
afternoon, right?
Yeah, it's probably 2 or 3 in the afternoon, mid to late afternoon.
Then I am on board with staying here tonight. So Sai will nod in agreement.
It's been a long. We've been traveling on the road for quite a while. Being able to sleep in the bed would be nice.
She says, "Wonderful. I'll have those rooms set aside for you. I'll have the rooms made up." And she kind of claps her hands, and the roped figure scurries over, and then scurries up the stairs, and says, and she says, "Just follow Thomas there. He will lead you up to your room." And as you walk up the stairs, Windharrow follows you. He's just kind of whistling a tune, skipping along, kind of fancy-footed. And
are you out here on business or pleasure, Windharrow?
Oh, a little column A, a little column B. I always enjoy stopping in to see the knights. Lord Maraska is a fine card player, and he's never against losing a little bit of his gold to a entertaining fellow such as myself. He kind of polishes his nails on his coat. There's always tales to pick up here or there. I hope to pick up some for you this afternoon. I'll be sure to be in attendance during your meeting.
They were,
Unless the Lord says otherwise, of course.
of course, they were throwing quite the banquet last time we were here, and there was quite a few stories of heroic deeds being tossed around, as I recall. So, seems very much like the sort of place that someone like you would find intriguing.
Oh, indeed, indeed. You guys get up to the stairs. You guys are in this room again, and Windharrow excuses himself, and he knocks on the room for the Lord Commander and ducks in to his meeting. The attendant has like a bucket of water that he pours out into a basin for you, and there's some beds that are lined that he pulls down, and then leaves you guys to your peace.
Actually, can I do something? I want to leave Archimedes outside instead of putting him in his little pocket plane. Just kind of leave him outside.
All right.
Somewhere around here.
Okay.
Just have him sitting out here, being a cat with wings.
All right. He occasionally yowls.
And I'm going to command him to be quiet and just kind of stay there.
All right.
So, I look at everybody else. So, about what we were here last time, are we going to search the place and see what we can find, or how are we going to do this?
It might be in our best interest to meet with the Lord, and then later tonight, if we want to take a look around, we certainly can. But I feel like it would be more prudent to get all the information we can from them before we make enemies.
Of course, but do we... I think our meeting with him is going to be in a kind of a public place. Maybe we can get a private meeting with him. And what are we going to find out, or what are we going to do if we find out that it's just the workers around here that are part of the cult? I assume we aren't going to just attack everyone as we've done at the monastery.
Yeah, that's kind of my point. I don't want to start open combat, even if we know that they are disingenuous in their methods. They haven't been outright hostile, like I said. So we would have to very carefully approach that. It might be in our best interest to deal with the other cults first, gaining what information and assets we can from our de facto alliance with the other guy.
I agree. Also, like, fighting a war on as few fronts as possible.
This room, does it have any windows?
Yes, there's a window to outside.
Okay, I'm going to have Archimedes fly up there to that window and sit in the window.
I mean, yeah, possibly if we, ask for some more information, or if they might even send us out somewhere else, we can ask for some more assistance, or any assistance that they might be willing to provide.
All right. I'm sorry, what were we having Archimedes do, Varys?
I'm going to have him fly up to the window.
Okay. He flies up and perches on the windowsill.
Okay. I'm going to tell him to stay there until I say move. Also, I was searching through my book that the Archfey apparently gave me, and I found another spell, one of Animal Messenger. So we came all this way, and we could have just sent word. but I don't remember the spell being here before. I guess we need to come in person. In case we ever need any, need to send any messages anywhere. Maybe this might save us some time.
So I will kind of look over the. Are you showing the book?
Yeah.
So I will
Well-
kind of look it over. He's not going to take it from you or anything, but just a cursory glance. And I must admit, I don't know too much when it comes to pact magic. And now that you know that you are indebted, for lack of a better word, to her. But at least it's not without its benefits.
That's true. And I have gotten out of one of the three. Well, she mentioned that I had 3 things that I had to do for her. I've gotten out of one of them at least. Hopefully the other 2 are just as easy.
I get the feeling they won't be.
Gothic can't really read, so he shows only minimal interest.
It's all Gothic. Basically, I can have a squirrel or bird or some other small creature deliver a message to a distant area.
Gothic will grunt and nod.
Which might actually play quite a bit of help when it comes to getting any information to places like Summit Hall so that we don't have to keep worrying about the river
Yep, that's why I mentioned it.
or having to hire the likes of Disposable Kate.
Actually, do we have any parchment?
I probably do, yeah.
You know, we do have some time while we're here. We could write a message to Summit Hall and give word. Sai, was there something that you wanted to tell them? I know we need to let them know that we found something in that crypt in the
The body.
yeah, the body. But other than that, was there something specifically you needed to talk to them about?
So I will say, no, I was simply going to pass on that we had found the remains of the knight and that we had rescued a large number of the folks from the caravan, but clearly there were more to be sought after. I don't want to put anything too important in writing that would give away stuff. I don't want to put in writing that we're hunting the fire cult, essentially. We could mention the troubles down in Wamford as well.
Okay, I just realized that we probably need to know a person.
Yeah, I was reading.
I think we
the
could send it
spell.
to Okay, so I guess that won't work.
At another point, we could probably figure out roleplay justification for that. So I may have come through Summit Hall on the way to the Water Temple, for example.
I guess we need to go there at least once before we could actually do it.
I could scrawl a picture of a middle finger and you could send a bird to the stone monastery.
We could do that. We could just send we could send messages to the Earth cult every day, just some middle fingers.
That's a great idea.
Let's see what the Feathergale guys have to say for us, though.
That's truly inspired. I think we should definitely do that.
Yeah, just have carrier pigeons fly in and get them pictures of middle fingers every day.
So you guys have discussed all that, and you have a knock on the door, and a robed figure will invite you down to dinner. So you get down in there into S8. a big dining hall. There are 4 knights standing like as an honor guard. Lord Maraska is sitting at a table. In a corner, Windharrow is playing a lute in a light, airy tone. And Lord Maraska will stand up and say, welcome, mighty conquerors. I've heard you had quite the experience among those filthy cultists. Tell me, were you successful?
We were successful, but not without some cost, which is part of the reason why we were so late in getting back to you. We took out we went to the monastery, and it seemed like they were just normal monks, but it turned out that they were part of an organization called the Earth Cult. We fought them several times. We ended up taking down most of them. We took down the abbot at first, then we took down the we continued exploring, and we found they were being led by a Gorgon, if you're aware of what those are.
He'll kind of shock and surprise and be like, a Gorgon in this valley? Oh, you've done great service for all. Great service indeed. Windharrow, be sure to spread these men's tales far and wide.
Well, we fought it, we killed it, but we had a few losses. Our monk here, and I'm going to point at Yeldar, was affected by the Gorgon. He got turned to stone, and we've been spending the past couple days trying to find a way to, turn him back to his normal self. And we actually found something. So we managed to cult without taking any major losses.
So I will chip in to say that they were fanatically attempting to bring Ogremok into the world, and it seems that they've cut deals with not only multiple people, but there was a Jinn. Actually, you had a different word for it. Oni? Question mark? What was the being down in the bottom?
That was it was a kind of a genie.
Nomenclature's not important. So I will mention that there was a Jinn that was clearly in servitude of the Earth Cult. So it's not just a ragtag organization. They are clearly influencing and under the influence of much more prevalent threats. And I'm trying to get kind of a gauge on this guy as I reveal that information. Fail.
Yeah, he seems properly in awe of you. He's listening intently, making noises all at the right times, and fully engaged in the conversation. Windharrow is listening very intently as well and playing music that kind of complements and suits your story, making it more impressive.
I flash my ring because I'm a badass.
All right. So Maraska will be like, wonderful. You have far exceeded all expectations. Normally there's much training required for this, but I make you an offer. Would you join us in our quest to rid this valley of danger? Will you join the Feathergale Knights?
Does Gothic realize that these people are cultists, like consciously? Like I know we do, but does Gothic?
I don't know.
Oh, damn it!
It would be required of us if we did end up joining.
What?
I said, sorry, my mind is messed up. So what would be required of us if we did end up joining?
You swear to uphold the beauty of the air, the domain of Yansi Bin, and you fight the dangers that that track this valley with all your might.
I don't remember if I did a religion check on Yancy Bin before.
Okay. I don't remember either. You can do it now if you like.
Can I get like a? Is it a neutral? Is it a? Is it more like a primal being, or do I know that this is like an evil air cult kind of?
The stories that you've read about it previously lead you to believe it's very chaotic, and the way the book that you have in your possession makes all these cults seem that it is probably evil.
Okay.
Yelder's going to kind of chime in and, for the first time and say, I know I speak for all my companions here when I say that we are honored and humbled by your offer. May we have some time to consider it.
Even Gothic starts to get the picture with the religious talk that just happened. And you can see his muscles visibly tighten, and he's quite angry and just shaking.
Okay. Do you feel like you need a wisdom check?
I like how it's posed like a question to like a 3-year-old. Yep. Do you need a nap?
or do you need a timeout?
Okay.
Okay, I'm back now. I missed all of that.
Okay. Gothic realizes that they're being feels like they're being a little disingenuous, and he got angry, but he's able to control himself.
So who is Yancy Bin?
Well, we wouldn't have talked about this like right in front of the guy, obviously, but prior to, I know Yancy Bin has been brought up before, so I feel like
Missed all that, like.
Yeah, Sai rolled, but he has not discussed it with you.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, my internet like cut out for a second, so I knew to stop talking.
Yeah. Sai, unless you want to discuss it there in front of the apparent leader of, the worshippers of the evil air god.
Yeah, I'll leave that up to you, but I feel like we brought up Yancy Bin before, and Zai's been reading this book, so I may have discussed the more broad stroke points like at camp or whatever. I wouldn't have been like outright these guys are evil, but we've clearly been discussing that they could be in an air cult and just as evil as the rest of the cults. But in character, in front of the guy, when he's like, hey, you guys want to join up, Sai is going to kind of turn to the rest of the group and be like, well, that's certainly a very prestigious offer. We are still seeking out members of the caravan that was ambushed. So we do have other callings still in the valley, and that's part of why we came back, not only to report our success with the Earth cult, but your scouts clearly cover way more ground and quicker than we are able, and we were wondering if you had any indications on or any run-ins with beings that you might consider to be in a fire cult of sorts.
All right. As you talk of that, Maraska will kind of stroke his beard and look back at Windharrow and say, there are many groups and many dangers in this valley. I will ponder what you said and think about it for the morning. I will discuss it further with you then. If you would meet me before my morning prayers on the roof, I may be able to direct you further. Please enjoy the refreshment laid out here, and savor your victory and rest easy in the comforting hands of the Fethergill Knights. And he will stand up and walk out, 2 of the guards will follow behind him. 2 of the guards will stay in the room with you. Windharrow will stand up and play his lute as he kind of jigs out the door behind him.
Why do I get the feeling he's going to try to throw us off a roof?
I get the feeling that I wasn't specifically saying no to the guy. I was trying to make the questions come with more answers and then politely be like, yeah, maybe at another time. And he took that as a hard no.
You can give me a persuasion check or a deception check if you like, whichever you prefer.
Well, I have a -1 and disadvantage to persuasion checks, so buckle up, kids.
Yeah, I was going to ask him a
How
few more
about
questions.
a 2? This is why Sai doesn't talk to people.
Well, if my mic hadn't crapped out on me, I would have said something. Like my
It's
mic
all
and
good.
my
We
my
can't
mic and my speakers.
we
both
can't
shut out.
always rely on Varys to talk just because he's got a 7.
Yeah, I mean, I'll probably roll a 1. It's normal.
All right.
I'm kind of glad he just straight up ignored me because my persuasion roll would not have done much better.
Had you been doing most of the talking, I would have had you do the persuasion roll. So you guys are sitting there. There's a nice meal set up for you. A couple of nice hunks of lamb, some wine, and all the rest.
And of course, the one time I roll well. Yeah, I'm gonna look at everybody else and say, well, that could have gone better. I was gonna ask him who this air god was, but well,
You still have 2 guards in the room with you. Remember?
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
well, I mean, I have no idea who the wind god or who this air god is.
Sai, despite his amazing social skills, will give kind of like a, hey, the parents are in the room, don't admit guilt, kind of like, I'll give you a deception for it, but more like a convey to Varys that we'll talk about it when we're not being listened to. 4.
All right.
Let's just be
The knights
super shifty and then just
We're
get
killing
the
it right now,
combat out of
guys.
the way.
All right. The guards don't react in any way, and you guys, sun's going down. You're there. You got your food and your drink, and you can get your relaxation on, or if you want to do something else, feel free.
I'm gonna get
I feel
my food and drink on.
Wait, man, my mic is just not agreeing with me today. Out of character, how would me asking who this god is that I've never heard of be a bad thing?
Because the explanation wouldn't. I assume because the explanation would not paint you in the best light.
Right. So Varys says, "Hey, who's his air god?" And Sai has 2 choices: lie in front of the guards, or go, "Well, he's kind of an evil dick that wants to, set the timer on this valley back to 0 by chaoticking up all in this shit, and we really shouldn't join the cult," right in front of the guards. Or Sai could attempt to deceptively describe him as the best thing ever and we should totally join his cult, wink wink, which will also be a deception check right in front of the guards, and I roll 4s.
I imagine you actually said wink wink.
It was the
I'm
most,
going to say
it
you're...
was the most awkward throat clearing ever.
Oh, I think I get the hint. Great. So we're gonna eat some food and
Then call it a night.
yeah. at least go back up to our rooms. And I'm gonna mention to everyone else, so I could go looking around the place. Do
When
we
has
want
that
to do
ever
that?
gotten us in trouble? Might as well.
I mean, sure.
All right.
We're
Gothic
much
approves
better
of
than the
him
last
looking
time that
around.
happened.
Well, this time I have a few more tricks up my sleeve. All right, so I'm going to walk outside, like I'm looking for the bathroom. Is there anybody posted outside of our room?
I feel like Yeldar would have the door cracked and would be keeping an eye out. Oh, sorry. Never mind.
Yep, let's take a check. Do you want high or low to be good?
Just pick one.
All right. There's no one currently on the outside. Shit, I just
Okay.
wrong tab. Sorry, I
I was gonna say high or low. I rolled middle.
I was roll. I have a dice roller open separately that I can roll shit out when I want to.
Okay. I'm gonna step outside, and I'm gonna see if there's no guards outside, and I'm gonna walk back inside and say, "Well, if I'm not back within an hour, you might want to come looking for me." And I'm gonna double check and make sure that Archimedes is still on the window.
If you need help, give the signal.
Okay. I'm gonna check back and make sure that Archimedes is still on the windowsill,
Mhm.
and I'm going to cast invisibility.
All right. What time
And-
are you doing this at, by the way?
Like after bedtime.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm going to go downstairs and try and be sneaky.
Give me a stealth roll, and you have advantage on that. Yep. You feel like you're pretty well hidden, with being invisible and all.
All right, I'm going to go down, I guess level 2. That's where the feast took place, right?
Yep.
All right, do I happen to know where the captain's quarters is?
Yeah, that's up on level 3. That's across from where you're in here in this spot. The captain's quarters is there.
Okay, then I'm going to go back upstairs and go to the captain's quarters door and listen in. Do I hear anything?
Give me a perception check. You don't hear anything.
Sounds like a pie.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to assume he's not there, so I'm going to go downstairs. Is there anybody on the second level that I can see from the stairway?
You don't give me a perception check. You hear some footfalls there, in the dining area, but you don't hear any voices.
Okay. Well, I figure that I'm going to keep on going down. I think the last time we saw Silence of the Earth Cult, it was near the kitchen. So I'm going to go downstairs to, I guess, the ground level. And I'm going to, is S4 open?
Yes, S4 is S4 is the stairwell. S7 is that room to the right.
Okay.
And S7 is it's a solarium. So the room is dark now, but there's wide windows facing outward, so you think it'd be quite bright during the day. There's flowers and shrubs of many varieties that grow in a labyrinth of planters. Spidery red and purple plants grow suspended in baskets in midair. There are some robed figures tending the plants.
Okay, what do the robed figures look like? Does this
Some
look like
of them-
red? Or
Hold on. Some of them look like this. And one of them looks like... Where's the other one? Let's go. look like this.
Man, all these cultists got abs.
Must be part of the becoming a cultist package.
New 15-minute abs. Just join a cult.
All right, so I guess I didn't notice those guys before, did I? Did we?
The regular robed figures, the same sort that have been all around. The more buff version is a you've not seen anyone quite like him before. He does look kind of Yeldarish, perhaps. Although right now he's looking quite serene, tending to his flowers.
All right, I'm just going to take note of that guy. And can I go for, or is S5 open?
S5. Yes.
Okay, do I see anything in S5?
S5 appears to be as you crack the door open, it appears to be a bunk room. There are 4 double bunk beds. Right now, because of the late hour, they are all full. But full sleeping people.
Okay. All right, and let's see.
All right. Go over to S3. You rolled really well on your stealth check. I won't make you roll again anytime soon. But actually, there are guards in S2. When you walk into S2, they don't see you, but there are guards in that room. And the door to S3 is closed.
Okay. I realize it's probably not a good idea to open the door. Well, where are the guards, and which way are they facing?
There's a kind of cove next to the door where they're sitting and chatting. They don't seem to be paying much attention to the inside. But if you wanted to try and open the door sneakily, give me another stealth check.
I think for right now it's not worth it. So I'm going to go back.
By the way, the guards were a couple of the knights, by the way.
Okay. Is S6 open?
S6 is open. You know from previous experience as the kitchen.
Okay, never mind. I don't think there'd be anything crazy going on in the kitchen. And
last time that's
do
what
I?
the cult shit was happening.
Well, I guess I'll take a look in the kitchen.
Okay. This time of night, the kitchen is largely empty. A few of the ovens still have fires in them, apparently perhaps baking bread or cooking some sort of gruel for the morning. But there's no one in there at the moment.
Okay, and I guess I remember that we've been to the stables before, so I guess I remember that going down below, that's the lower levels of stables?
Yes.
All right, I'm not going to go down there. I'm going to go back up to level 3. And I'm going to continue up and see if there's anything up top.
All right. Yeah, you climb up to the top. On the top level. At the apex of the tower, the stairs terminate at a round stone gazebo that continues upward in a needle-like minaret. Beyond this enclosure, a small lawn grows upon the top of the tower. 4 paths paved with white stones point the directions of the compass, each path ending in a pointed stone crenellation. At the pinnacle's edge is a spyglass on a tripod, pointing downward. From this vantage point, the Feathergown Knights possess a supreme view of all that transpires in the nearby canyon and the somber hills beyond.
Oh man, as soon as I heard gazebo, all I could think about was that Dread gazebo story.
Yep.
It's like, does the gazebo notice me?
The gazebo do not notice you. Neither do Windharrow or Maraska, who are arguing, or at least talking to each other, off to the side of the tower.
Okay. Oh. Well, I guess I'll listen in.
Okay.
What do I hear?
Give me a perception check if you like. I assume you're still just kind of on the stairs, correct?
Yeah. I'm not going to try and go. Well, where are they standing?
They are standing over here, which is also where the spyglass is.
Okay. I guess I'm going to walk all the way up, and I'm going to get to about right here so I can listen in.
Okay. Perception check, please. Yeah, it's really windy up here. You're not quite able to hear anything from where you are. If you want to get closer, you will have to give me a perception check.
All right. Well, I'm going to try and get closer.
No, not perception. Stealth check again, rather.
All right. I'm going to sneak closer.
All right. Go ahead and give me another. Well, you'll get another 20 feet closer or so. Go ahead and give me another perception check with advantage this time. All right. So yes, you do hear the discussion. Maraska is saying, "I can control them. They are. They did what we wanted with the earth, with those blasted earth cultists. They even have Marlos's damned pick. I tell you, they can be effective against the others." And Windharrow is going to kind of snigger and say, Arisi wants no complications. The winds blow as they will, but she guides them in this valley. They are dangerous, and she wants them out of her hair. There's a meeting soon in the Fane, and she wants no distractions. She does thank you for the Waterdepian noblewoman, by the way. She has been a font of information. You've done well. Do not let your ambitions take you down. Maraska says, "Oh, I know you. I know how you wish me all the luck in the world. I know. I'm not entirely sure that you aren't telling me to dispose of them for your own foul desires. I'll do as I think is right, and I will deal with Our Lady myself." And Windharrow will shrug and say, "As you will. I am merely a messenger of our most blessed Arisi. But fear her anger. The wind can be sharp." They're probably about 10 feet from the edge. They're on the edge of the grass. They're still, stone.
Oh, okay. I was thinking, could just, off them both now.
Wait, don't you have that Eldritch Blast?
It's probably not worth it. Okay. I'm going to hopefully be out of their way. I'm going to try and stand still. Hopefully they won't notice me.
All right. We can tell you what. Roll me a D100, and if you roll over a 90, so 91 or higher, you will have to dodge out of the way with a stealth roll.
He rolls a 96.
Nope,
Oh my
you're
goodness.
Hey,
They
there's
were-
the Varys we know.
They go nowhere near you. They're kind of stalking off, and they head downstairs.
Okay. How much time do I have left on invisibility? It's 1 hour.
1 hour? Probably got about 10, 15 minutes.
Okay, then I'm going to walk. I'm going to make sure that they're gone, and then I'm going to walk back, and go back to our room. Is there any guards on level 3?
There are still no guards.
Okay, well then I'm going to go through and right, spyglass. I'm going to go back up. I'm going to go back up, and I'm going to borrow the spyglass.
Just gonna, it's big and heavy. It's not like a.
Oh, like it's a mounted fixture. It's not like
It's a mounted fixture spyglass.
Oh, okay, never mind. I'm going to go back to our room and let everybody know about that conversation I overheard. So basically, that they knew about Marlos. They are definitely They are definitely cultists. And well, one of them wants us dead. The other thinks they can use us.
I'm guessing that it was Sorry, I forgot his name. The bard, Windharrow. I'm guessing Windharrow is the one that wants us dead.
That was the other guy who was talking. It was not Marlos, was it? It was. I thought it was Marlos, and okay, it was not Marlos.
Marlos is the Earth cult leader that you killed.
Marlos. The leader that we've been talking to.
Marasca. Marasca was the one that wanted to continue to use you. Windharrow was the one that was advocating for killing you now.
Okay, I don't know why I was thinking Marlos is the leader of the air cult. Yeah, I'm gonna let him know that. Yeah, I'm gonna let everybody know that.
Sai will have obviously said, I'm guessing it was Windharrow that wants us dead, and when you say yes, he will say, I was hoping with my line of questioning earlier tonight that Marasca would have got that feeling that he could control us. Like I said, I was hoping to glean a little bit of information from his overconfidence in his own skills at that point and lead him on. Maybe there's a chance for that yet, and he can direct us to the fire cult so that we can find the remaining prisoners.
Well, I searched around. I searched through open doors, and I didn't see any prisoners offhand. I didn't check the lower floor with the stables, and I didn't check this room here, the one that's been marked by the mysterious yellow box. But I'm not sure exactly where they could be holding prisoners here. Maybe they have another location to work out of.
Do we know of any prisoners that the air cult has?
Well, they did mention one, a Waterdavian noble, or a female or a woman Waterdavian noble. But who she is, and that could be the one of the prisoners me and Yeldar were sent to find. Yeldar and Gothic were sent to find. I would have explored more, but I didn't want to be found. But what do you think? I guess now that we know for a fact that these guys are definitely air cultists, I'm not sure I feel so comfortable staying here. But I also don't know where we could find. I'm not exactly sure where we could find this prisoner that they've apparently taken.
Yeah, it's clearly not the safest place in the hornet's nest, so to speak. But I was hoping that as long as they think that we are a tool to use for their own purposes, we could get away with room and board and information. The moment that we start being a little shifty and we can't stay any longer, we need to go to Red Larch for the thing, and they start getting suspicious and feel like they can't control us, we run the risk of outright combat. I'm not saying do all their bidding, mind you, but perhaps we could spend the night here, possibly explore more if we need to, and then in the morning do what we need to do to talk Maraska into letting us set out on our next mission, so to speak, and then just do our own path. Sai's kind of weighing over the options. He doesn't know what the best answer is here, but he's trying to like speak his mind and see if saying it aloud helps him come to an answer.
Do Yeldar or Gothic have any input into the conversation?
Well, if you guys think it might be worth it, Yeldar offers to sneak around a bit more, unless Varys is up for the task. Maybe checking out some other parts of the tower.
Well, the issue is if we go down to we'd have to start opening doors and going through, or I guess going through people's belongings. Invisibility is good for stealthing or scouting around where you don't have to interact with the environment, but people would notice opening doors if a random door opened and there was someone in there that could cause problems. And right now they think that we're right now we're friendly. We don't want to set off any alarms. And also going down to the bottom floor, which is the only floor I didn't check, there's animals, and I'm pretty sure the animals could smell through any invisibility spells and would probably give us away. But if you would like to keep on...
So you're saying I smell?
I'm saying that
no,
animals, animals could probably smell
I get it.
people. And I also don't have any more. I had a spell that could have gotten me out of any situation, but I'm not sure I could do that for anyone else.
I have literally an entire book full of illusions that I'm trying to think how they would help here, and I can't come up with something.
And so we could scratch that off the list, and we can pretty much just move on from here.
Well,
figure out what we're going to do in the morning then.
Yeah, I guess we could at least listen to we could apologize to Marlos for the... Marlos. Yeah, Maraska. We could apologize to Maraska for... I don't know why I'm saying Marlos.
You could apologize to Marlos too, but that's fine.
We could apologize to Maraska for what happened at the event last night, and we could see what he had in mind for us. Well, what else he had in mind for us? Maybe he could tell us where one of the other cultists or one of the other cultist bases are located. We still have no idea where the fire cultists are.
So I will chime in to say that that's the biggest bit of information that I was hoping to get from him, was a clue to where the fire cultists might be. We ran into him on the road southeast of Red Larch, but that could have been a roaming patrol, and we have no idea where they would be based out of.
So I don't know, maybe we could potentially work with Marlos at the time, or
Maraska.
Man, I am just not getting these end names right. Maraska. We could work with Maraska for the time being and see where that leads us. Or we could go back to the water temple, take on that dragon turtle. I'm not looking forward to doing.
Well, I don't know what initiation into the cult would entail. Ken, is there anything in the book that would have told me about initiation type ritual-y type stuff?
No. Everything in the book it revolves around people who were fighting the cults, not anybody who tried to join the cults.
Okay.
We don't necessarily have to join the cults. We could always just
And
work with them.
Yeah, that's what I'm basically saying is, if they want us to be an instrument of the cult, that's easy. The moment that they're like, okay, do 15 Hail Marys, say the sacred text, chug a shot of air cult blood or whatever, things start getting kind of iffy and Sai stops being comfortable with it. But we can listen to Maraska in the morning and then make an informed decision afterwards.
All right. So if everybody's comfortable with that, I think this is a good place to stop for the night. You guys can rest through the evening here comfortably. And what I will do for you is I will allow you all to level up, because the XP you would have gotten between the combat and the good role play would have been about 500 points short of leveling, and you're not going to be anywhere close to level anywhere else you could level anytime soon. So go ahead and get yourself up to 3,400 XP, and go ahead and get yourselves a level 8 and level up over the next week.
Oh, nice! Wow. I thought we were much further.
No, after you're going to get 2,500 XP. You ended up that would put you right about 33,400 or something. And I'm just like, fuck it, go and level. And you guys will get all your new abilities and spells and whatnot. And next week you will have a confrontation with Lord Thermalraska again in the morning for breakfast.
I don't appreciate the word confrontation.
Well, I'll put this out there. I can get one person out if I have to, including me.
So you can get you out.
I can get me and another person.
When you add another person.
I meant 2 people, including me. And I'm just not... I can't do the talking today.
All right. Anybody have questions, comments, concerns about the session?
No.
No?
That's it.
All right. Very good. Gothic, I'm going to be asking you for those wisdom saves, but anytime you make them, if you choose to make one on yourself and you fail it, you'll get inspiration for it. So just be aware that there is a benefit for you if you choose to do it to yourself.
That's not a carrot on a stick or anything.
He's got the most powerful. He's got a super powerful weapon, but there's a downside to it, and I got to make sure that downside is enforced one way or another. So we're gonna be mechanical on this.
So could he use the
Sorry?
roll? Could he use the inspiration he would get for that roll? For that roll?
The roll.
No, because you'll get it after he fails it.
Okay.
Gothic, are you there?
Oh man.
Oh shoot, my mic was still muted. Sorry. Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay. Got any problems with that?
Yeah, nope, totally reasonable.
Okay. Very good. We'll see you guys all next week. Thank you all again for playing. Anyone has any questions about their leveling up, please feel free to contact me throughout the week.
I'm scared to see what'll happen when you fail that roll.
Right.
I'm almost excited for it.
To clarify, it is 34k even, correct?
Yeah, just go to 34k even, because that puts you at the next level. Excuse me.
All right.
I think next time I start a campaign, I'm just gonna do. I'm not gonna do bother with XP. I'm just gonna do
Milestones. That's how I've been doing it as well.
Yeah, I grew up with the old school. I came up with the old school, so I'm used to doing XP. But I kind of like the idea of, especially with this system, because other systems were like different classes at different XP levels, so you could get like bonus XP for good roleplay or whatnot. But with this, where it's all the same, there's no reason not to just do.
Well, much in the same vein as the rule to level up back in town, that really kind of helps it be at a story appropriate point. But I have been using the 5e starter set as like a get board game players into D&D kind of stuff, and so instead of like meticulously tracking how many goblins they've killed, I'd go through a couple of combats and then go, okay, you've fought 3 different combats now, you're level 2. That way the party goes into like the mini boss fight with new shiny stuff instead of just like, let's pray that they don't get stomped because level 1 in 5e is very like, who gets to go first? That team wins.
Unless you're Yeldar.
Oh,
But I'm gonna jump off here and grab a shower and get ready for work in the morning.
All right. Good night, everybody.
have a good night, guys.
Same thing. Right.